Hi guys and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be rating towers, and this is something I want to do for a long while and I think it's going to help a lot. Wait, can I have one more ranking? Wait, this is the first time I've used this. Alignment chart. Add a row above. Pablo tier. And this row will be Grebe, because Sinister Pumpkin's based. Brawler. Now, Brawler's a very esteemed tower. Pablo tier is, by the way, S+. S+. Crook Boss. And this is normal, by the way, not golden. Golden skins do exist. I would say, since Crook Boss does deal like 60 DPS, 16 not 6, for medium cost efficiency, this is going B. But like, if the tower's in front of the tower, that means better. Commander. Pablo's here. It kind of fed off since that nerf, but it's still very good. Commando. Now, Ace, who's Grizzly Mask, and I, we didn't see this tower as horrible. E. Cryo. S. Free tickets, so hardcore. S. That was a bit surprising, but it's definitely better than Cryo. Actually, Commander might... Just pretend they're in the same place, okay? I can't read the size. Actually, no, Commander's better. A lot of rand damage plus 50% fire rate boost. And besides, a lot of other towers can stun enemies too. Demoman, underrated tower D. E-Shock, oh lord, I love this tower. Now, the thing behind E-Shocker is, it's very underrated. It can handle hardcore waves very effectively while still stunning at enemies. For example, it can target both lead and flying, basically making it, you know how on challenges like do hardcore special towers only. That's my idea. Souls see this. You're not allowed to use towers like Ranger or Pursuit or Mortar or Mercenary Base. Well, Electric Shocker comes in clutch because it's support. So A tier. Executioner. B. Pablo's here. In fact, it's better than Commander. I don't know how to move it. Okay, there we go. Medic. I'm going to say A. Mainly because there are a lot of towers which can counteract stuns. And overall, it's kind of a waste of a tower slot. You only need to wait like 2 seconds. Military base. This is an interesting pick because... Let's just say this. Actually, no, that's going in A. But better than Electro. Military base. A. It's a very solid DPS option. But ram damage makes it... Well, it not being on the map for most of the time makes it inconsistent. Pyro. Best B tier tower. Very good for hardcore and scout. Better than Commando. Much in terms of cost efficiency. Sniper. Worse than Commando but still E. Turret. I'd say is a worse than Mill. Well, tiny bit better than Mill base, but still A. It's a very solid DPS option. There's great range, but its cost efficiency is horrible. Even at level 2. Archer. Ever since it got fixed, I do think it's a viable option. Very bad C. This is no explanation. S. Pablo's here. It's probably worse than Brawler though. Militant. He turned from Milican to Milican in the recent updates. It gave him flame detection and basically made him used in Luciol's strategy for a bit. Overall, my idea on the tower, I've always been quite biased to this. I've always liked it a lot ever since I've had it because I once saw my friend Demon Devil Vamp use an automatic tower. I've liked it a lot. High B tier. I'm moving my microphone closer to my face since my dad's talking. Shotgunner, very good for speedruns, kind of fell off when Brawler exists, but Brawler's a special tower. Low A tier. Sledger. Now, after the Violent Night nerf, many people started to see like this tower many people start to think this sounds horrible. Now, overall, I do think it's a bit underrated. People think the freezing is horrible, but you can use it as a crowd control slash DPS option. Not as good as Gladiator or Paintball. No, definitely better than Paintball or Rocketeer or Mortar, but it's still very viable. Low beta, more better than XE. Jihadist. That's my father's name for the tower. Well, that's my name for the tower. This is my father's favorite tower, Atlas Vader. Incredibly underrated tower. Now, the you're gonna ask, but it still dies to mysteries because of like, but I'm gonna say it doesn't because there are like so many units. That even if one like a couple dice to breakers, not mysteries breakers, it doesn't really matter. And besides, the units have good like attacks, so yeah, high A tier, not better than Cryo though. Pablo's here, no explanation. It's better than Brawler. Actually, there. Gladiator. Now, Sinister Pumpkin told me he put this tower on B, and that's incorrect. It's much better. If I put Shotgunner in low A, this is high A tier. Now, Minigunner. This tower was practically S tier until the February 24th just enough. Now, well, high S tier because it could give you a free ticket to SHC. Golden Scout fell off. No, actually, it's better, but it fell off. It's B tier. Many people are gonna get angry and Jester. A said this is D tier, and I chose to believe him for a bit, but it's not really. It can confuse non-major boss enemies, that means Vindicators, and freeze the Void Reaver. Like, make him just vibrate, not directly freeze him. Low beta. I'm gonna say he's better than Nexi. Soldier. This is an interesting pick, because it's worse than Archer in terms of DPS, but its cost efficiency and, like, it being a noob tower, very low beta. Actually, yeah, it's high DPS. Frost Blaster. Immediately to S. Actually, no, it's gonna be high A. It's better than Cryo in terms of DPS and crowd control. Cryo is a tiny bit better in freezing, but overall I do think Frost Blast is better. This has no explanation. Now, many of you are gonna wonder, why Golden Scout B and Golden Soldier S? Now, the perk about Golden Soldier is it's a very viable option for all game modes. Literally all game modes. In Badlands, it's a good early game option if you put money into it. In Pizza Party, it's very strong because of its fight detection and its cost efficiency. Golden Scout just lacks the range and in level 3 can't defend. In Fallen, it can practically act as a like sub DPS if you're using any other DPS tower. Probably even turrets. Like, if you're using these, if it's paired with Golden Soldier, you can win. Overall, it's a highly underrated tower. S tier. Pablo tier. I'm gonna say this is better than Engineer because it can stack up to infinite DPS, but it's probably better than Commander 2. Mortar. Highly underrated tower. Also, I don't know why I put this there. Golden Soldier's better. I'm gonna put this in S tier, mainly because of how underrated it is. It carries you in events where there are like 20 billion things, and well, enemies, not things, and the crowd control is wonderful. Necromancer. Give me a second. Yeah, this probably goes here. That's probably like that. Artilleryman. This used to be the second worst tower in the game. Then they rework it, and that's good. But this is gonna anger a lot of people, but low A tier. D. No explanation needed. It was overall, it used to be a wonderful tower, but then they nerfed it to the ground. These two need to be like DPS options. They should not sell these, but they should just keep them as DPS options, mainly because they should be used as them. GCB. Oh, I put normal CB and B. Militant's better. Low A tier. I'm gonna say it's. Actually, no, this needs a bit of reorganizing. I'm gonna say it's. Elf Camp is here. Yeah, that's about correct. Hunted. Now, this tower is a long range, only one more than Militant. But overall, it's underrated. It can prove itself and it can solo Molten if given good RNG. But overall, I don't see using this tower on top of Soldier. D-tier. Meningus. This was Golden Meningus. This is normal Meningus. Very high B tier. Like Golden Minigunner, it fell off. Ace Pilot plus Ranger gives a better duo. Plus, you can't really afford Golden Minigunner as an early player. Paintballer. D tier. Highly underrated. Well, not highly underrated, but an underrated tower and overall should be respected. Ranger. S tier. Actually, Golden Soldier's probably ahead of it. Poop Suit. Perfectly rated tower. The only blunder I can see with it is targeting issues. But just set rebuy and rotate the pursuit if you're really angry, or just set it strongest. Freezer. Now this tower came in clutch for poor people in solo hardcore. I'm gonna say it's here. Sorry, Golden Scout, for being the worst Golden Tower, and that includes Golden Cowboy. Slasher. Can't solo Molten, but it's insanely cost efficient. I'm gonna say C. It's gonna anger a lot of people. Toxic Gunner. Now, ever since it got milks for developer revenue in November, I ended up buying it. It's kind of been a viable DPS option, but the thing that even Freezer overshadows. Worse than Jester, but still a B-tier tower. Trapper. If there's not a trap limit and a fast fire rate, it'll be the most OP tower in the game. But unfortunately, there's a trap limit, and the maximum HP is 1,000. Now, this does have like, give an interesting view on a tower. Since since it can deal quite good damage to the enemies, but it falls off in later bosses. On wave 25, for example, in strategy like cyber spam or whatever it's called, it's fairly effective. High C tier. Warden. Fell off. I'm gonna say it's here. Literally. Cowboy. Now, for me, anything above $40 per 6 shots is good money generation. So overall, I'm gonna put this tower as a high B tier. Alright, I'm gonna rank Ace Pilot. Actually, no, by OCD. I put no towers in F tier. That's how lenient I am. Golden Cowboy. High A tier. In fact, it's better than Golden Minigunner. Now, the reason I'm saying this is many people think the mystery nerf is such a big deal since it bullies players in wrecked battlefields. Just play on other maps. It's not like on maps like Crossroads, Golden Cowboy is much better. It depends on the map, and wrecked battlefields kind of fell off since the strat that TDS Commander made. And finally, my second best friend, one of my favorite towers and first towers in the game, Ake Pilot. We call the kid we call him Ake, but his real name is Ace. Hi, Ace. Overall, you can take a final glimpse. Please do not dislike the video. It's controversial, but it's funny.